All right, here's a good question. It's asking you to solve this equation. So anytime it's a quadratic, anytime it's a quadratic like this, you always want to make it sure it's equal to 0. You can use complete the square and some other tools to solve it, but typically make it equal to 0, and then you try and factor it. So two numbers that multiply to 5 add to 7, yeah, not happening. So if I can't factor it, then I can use this quadratic formula. Minus b plus or minus this all over 2a. So to solve this equation, all I really have to do is plug things into this equation. Now you can do the same thing even when you have a quadratic equation that you can factor. You can still use a quadratic formula. Okay, so a is the number in front of the x squared, which in this case would be 1. So a is 1. B is the number in front of the x, so that would be 7. And c is the last constant number, or negative 5. Make sure you have all those signs right, otherwise trouble happens. So minus something plus or minus square root of something squared minus 4 times a couple of somethings, all over 2 times a. Now let's plug numbers in. So b is a 7, so it goes right here and right there. A is 1, so it goes right here. And C is a negative 5, right there. All over 2 times A is 1, there. Okay, so now let's simplify what we have. So it's negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared is 49. Minus 4 times 1 is minus 4 times minus 5 is a positive 20. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Let me continue over here. So it'll be x is equal to a minus 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 plus 20 would be 69. All over 2. Now 69, I always like to try and simplify those. I think 3 will go into that, what's that, 23 times? Yeah, neither of those things you can break down at all. So yeah, 69 you can't break down. So that would be my answer. X is equal to minus 7 plus or minus the square root of 69 all over 2. This would be an exact answer, and that's typically what they're asking for. Sometimes if they want an approximate answer, then on your calculator you'd have to do something like this. Split those up, so it'd be a minus 7, maybe I'll put this in brackets, minus 7 plus the square root of 69, bracket divided by 2. That would be one of your answers. Let me think what that would be. 8, 1, it'd be, I don't know, 0.7 or 6 or something like that, I don't know, but close to that. The other one would be negative 7 minus the square root of 69, all divided by 2. That'll come out to 7.5 or something. Negative 7 point something or other. So these would be my approximate answers, whereas this one up here with the square roots is my exact answer. Hopefully that helps you with that one. Keep asking questions. Good one.